tried to give my background. I could not get it. What happened?
Yung gumikap mo. Pero,
Welcome, everyone. Welcome, graduates, faculty, family, and friends to Reach University's commencement for the 2024-2025 graduates of Reach Teachers College. I'm Dr. Lisa LeBeau, Associate Provost of Academic Operations and faculty member, and on behalf of all faculty, staff, and leadership at Reach University, we are thrilled to celebrate with you tonight. You may be wondering why our ceremony is happening in the summer. That's because we wanted to recognize and honor graduates from both our undergraduate and graduate programs, so we waited to ensure that all programs would be completed in time to receive their diplomas by this evening. So, welcome. Tonight, we celebrate you and everyone who helped you achieve this goal. This commencement ceremony is being live streamed via YouTube for maximum accessibility. You can share this link with family and friends who may want to watch now or rewatch later. We also have a QR code you can scan to view the live stream. As you are sharing and posting pictures online, we encourage you to use the hashtags at the bottom of this slide. Our program tonight is filled with encouragement, excitement, hard work, and meaningful moments. We'll hear from some of our academic leaders at Reach, as well as fellow candidates, and we'll have some special recognitions for candidates who were voted as shining representatives of Reach's core values. So without further ado, I'll turn it over to President Joe E. Ross, who will share some opening remarks and introduce our keynote speaker.
Thank you. And honored guests, esteemed faculty, proud family and friends, and most importantly, distinguished graduates, it is my absolute great pleasure to welcome you all to the 2025 graduation ceremony of Reach University. First, let's all acknowledge and thank the faculty and staff professionals of Reach and our K-12 employer partners who have guided and supported our graduates throughout their educational journey. Your dedication to these candidates, to these educators, and to the very idea of an apprenticeship degree has been instrumental in bringing about what we are gathered to do here today. And to the families and friends of our graduates, today is as much a celebration of your efforts. Your unwavering support, sacrifices, and encouragement have played a crucial role in making today possible. Thank you. And to our graduates, on behalf of the entire Reach University community, let me say, we stand in awe of you and your achievement. You've worked tirelessly, you've overcome, you have persevered to reach this moment. Everyone here is proud of you, and you should be incredibly proud of yourselves. Which brings me to one question I think is worth asking today, which is what exactly is this achievement we are celebrating? It's a diploma, yes. It signifies the degree or credential you have earned. And you'll sometimes hear people, you've perhaps sometimes heard even me say, all that stands between you and the career you want is this one piece of paper. But that's not the full story, not here at Reach. I've often been reminded of something very important by faculty, and particularly by our Provost and Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Anastasia Wickham. And that important thing is this. Your achievement today is much more than a piece of paper, and you know that. Your achievement today reflects years of inquiry-based seminars through which you engaged in deep learning and critical thinking and conversation with faculty and one another. Your achievement today reflects the construction of hard-earned skills, both in the classroom and on the job. Your achievement today represents the growth of friendships and mentorships with faculty and candidates across the country. Your achievement today reflects a full journey through a truly higher education. And that is so much more than a piece of paper. Yet, yes, you will be getting a piece of paper, but you'll be getting so much more. It is the honor of my lifetime to look after Reach University and to be a small part of your achieving today's tremendous milestone. I want to thank you for trusting Reach University with your higher education. You're achieving today's tremendous milestone. Once again, welcome to the 2025 graduation ceremony of Reach University. Let us all celebrate the achievements of our graduates and their incredible futures as the educators our country needs. Thank you for being here today, and congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you, President Joe Ross, for that. And thank you for your commitment to Reach University. We are so fortunate to have you. In addition to my role at Reach University, like many of you, I wear many hats. I'm a parent, a spouse, a daughter, a sister, a friend, a colleague. The list goes on and on. But tonight, I want to start with a story about my role as a mom. My youngest son, Joseph, came to me one day last October and said that he needed to start arriving at school at 6:15 a.m. You see, Joseph goes to the same school where I teach high school mathematics during the day. And at the time, he was not driving, so we rode to school together every day. And so for context, classes start at 8:10. My contract time was 7:40, but Joseph wanted to be there at 6:15 a.m. He is a wrestler, and he decided that the best way to increase his endurance and his stamina was to run every morning with the cross-country team at 6:15 a.m. So I looked at Joseph, and without hesitation, I said, okay, I'll be ready at 6 o'clock so we can get you to school at 6:15 so that you can run with the cross-country team. We did it. Joseph set his alarm every day, and he woke up every day without my assistance. In the rain, Joseph was up. In the dark, y'all know how dark it is in the winter, Joseph was up. Snow flurries, he was up. After a late wrestling match the night before, the next morning, Joseph got up. And after staying up late to write an English paper, exhausted, tired, worn out, he still got up. He was dedicated in every sense of the word to improving as a wrestler in this way. But he also learned so many lessons by choosing to do this. He learned that he could do hard things. He learned the value of camaraderie and teamwork. He learned to show up even when he didn't feel like it because folks were depending on him. And also, he learned and knew the importance of support. Every morning, he'd leave the car and say, "Thank you, Mom." Joseph and his dedication to becoming a better wrestler reminds me of all of you and your unwavering commitment to becoming exceptional teachers and leaders. You have shown up and done the hard work. While taking care of family members, you showed up. While being parents, while working, while wearing all the hats, you did it. Even when you didn't feel like it, you did it. When you got sick, you made a way. When you were tired and worn out, you persevered. You learned the value of collaboration. You showed up for each other. You took care of each other. You learned from each other. And finally, just like Joseph, you had some significant people guiding you and supporting you along the way. You had some expert faculty members at Reach who not only talked the talk, but literally walked the walk in schools just like you. You had family members who sacrificed and gave you the space to soar. And today is a celebration for you and for them too. Joseph started these extra workouts in October, and right now in July, he continues to run every morning with the cross-country team. We can see a huge difference in his stamina at wrestling matches when his opponents are tired and ready to give up, ready to throw in the towel. Joseph is on fire, ready to finish the match, ready to win. Just like Joseph, you too have gained so much more than perseverance during your time at Reach University. You are mentally tougher because you took the time to do the hard things. You tackled the challenge of earning a degree while never leaving your workplace. You trusted that doing this hard thing at Reach University while still working would lead to you becoming an even greater educator, an even greater leader. Now you are confident. Just like Joseph is confident on the wrestling match now, you are prepared and ready to confidently lead a classroom or to be successful in whatever your next chapter brings you. On this commencement day, I hope that you realize that you are walking away with more than a degree from Reach. You are leaving with a great sense of grit, knowing that you can do hard things even when you don't feel like it. You're leaving with skills in communication, collaboration, and critical thinking. You are leaving with a renewed commitment to making a difference in the lives of students. You're leaving Reach University backed with belief from your professors who have poured into you. You're leaving Reach University with a calm confidence that will be your comfort as you face new challenges. Joseph is different. He's changed after spending all these months with the cross-country team. And just like Joseph, you too are different, better, more prepared, more inspired, more assured after earning a degree from Reach University. When my students are struggling to learn a new concept in algebra class, I offer them lots of support, just as I offer support to students here at Reach University. But I have found that saying one simple phrase changes the atmosphere in my high school math class. I often say to my students, I believe in you. I know that you will be successful. When I first say this at the beginning of the school year, in typical teenage fashion, they give me the ultimate side eye. Eventually, I continue to say it, and their face changes. They sit up a little straighter, they dig in a little deeper, and eventually they all believe it. They all know that I believe in them. So, as you embark on your journey, leading classrooms, continuing to do the work, standing on the rock of your own great grit, empowered by your excellent education, covered with your unwavering commitment to the lives of the students that you serve, I want to leave you with that powerful sentiment. I believe in you, and I know that you will be successful. Congratulations. I get the great privilege of introducing one of your candidate commencement speakers for the evening. Donicia Sharon Dorsey is a dedicated education professional who has spent the past 8 years helping to shape a thriving learning community through strong leadership and vision in the New Orleans area. She currently serves as the Network Data Manager at First Line Schools. Today, Donicia celebrates earning her Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Studies, graduating summa cum laude. Her journey reflects a deep commitment to leadership, service, and lifelong learning. This fall, she will continue her academic journey as she begins a master's program in higher education administration at Louisiana State University. Please welcome my former student and your candidate commencement speaker, Donicia Sharon Dorsey.
Thank you, Dr. Woodard. Good evening, faculty and staff of Reach University, family, friends, and my fellow graduates. It is both an honor and a privilege to come before you and share a few words on behalf of this incredible, resilient, and passionate group of educators. If you were anything like me, you began this journey on an emotional roller coaster, unsure of what to expect, uncertain if you belonged. Maybe you enrolled because you loved what you were already doing, but you felt something was missing. Or maybe, like me, someone saw your light and said, "You're already doing the work. Why not earn the degree to match?" We showed up at orientation and were told something we'd never forget: that we were already brilliant, already worthy, and just one degree away from unlocking even more of our potential. Some of us were worried that we didn't fit the mold of what a college student was supposed to look like, until we were reassured with a smile that C's get degrees. And some of us quietly asked the same question Michelle Obama once asked herself: am I enough? Well, I think it's safe to say today, right here, we have our answer. We are enough. We are more than enough. And today, we are the living, breathing, and walking proof of that. Each day, we walk into our schools and do what many would call impossible. We carry a light inside us, a belief that we can spark change in a child's life, and in doing so, help shape a better world. No matter our background, educational, cultural, or financial, we've given everything to our students. And even in the face of pandemics, natural disasters, heartbreak, and setbacks, we stayed the course. We reached for excellence in adversity. And now we've arrived. So take a deep breath, soak in this moment, because we, the Reach University class of 2025, are the educators who believe in every child's ability to learn. We are the ones who see students not just for who they are, but for who they can become. And that belief, that hope, that power, it makes us unstoppable. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it.
Thank you, Donisha. Wow. I was crying 2 lines into that. That was beautiful. So well said. Thank you for that beautiful speech. Next, we have a candidate speaker from our graduate school. Unfortunately, they could not be in attendance tonight, but we do have a representative here to share the speech with each of us.
Thank you, Dr. LaBeouf. I'm so excited to introduce not Farida, unfortunately, who could not be here this evening, but G. Lapid, who will be speaking on her behalf. G has been with us throughout the intern program, teaching at Mission Preparatory in San Francisco. G is an incredible PE teacher who truly lives the values of Reach every single day in her classroom, serving her students. And I'm going to pass it over to you.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I am Angelica Lapid. I'm one of Farida's classmates, and I'm excited to read her speech for you today. She wrote, "Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Farida Dormishian, and I'm very proud to stand here today as a graduate receiving my single subject teaching credential in secondary mathematics. I am 58 years old, and I say that with pride because I've never stopped learning. My journey to this moment wasn't a straight path. When I first came to the United States, I didn't speak English. Because of that, I couldn't teach, even though I had already been a top student in the country from where I came from. I knew I had something valuable to offer, but the language barrier made me feel invincible. Still, the dream stayed with me. What truly drove me to pursue teaching, especially now, was seeing how many girls feel afraid of math. Too often, they're told math is hard or that it's not for them, but I know that's not true. I developed simple, clear ways to explain math, and I believe that every student, especially those who have been told they can't, can succeed when they're given the right tools and encouragement. This journey wasn't easy. There were times I struggled and questioned whether I could do it. But at Reach University, I was never alone. My professors, my advisors, and the director of graduate candidate services stood by me. Even during my lowest moments, they reminded me of my strength. They rooted for me, and because of them, I kept going. To my fellow graduates, you have your own story, your own why. Hold on to that. Let it guide you when it gets hard, because it will. And let it remind you that what we do matters deeply. Let's go out there and be the kind of teachers who open doors, change minds, and light sparks in our students, especially the ones who don't yet believe they can. Thank you.
Thank you so much for reading that on her behalf. We're almost to the best part, you guys. Hang in there for just a few more minutes before we get to the wonderful candidates who are becoming graduates tonight. We want to take a moment and give the opportunity to our dynamic deans to share a few words of encouragement. Without these deans, things would be a little bit more chaotic, probably. They make sure things are running smoothly behind the scenes so that you can continue with your classes and earn those degrees. So we're going to start with the Dean of the Undergraduate Studies of Reach Teachers College, Malika Salim Morgan. And then Dr. Kana Wong could not be here tonight, so she has recorded a video.
Thank you, Dr. LaBeouf. Reach graduates, my heart is full. While I can say so much, I simply want to say thank you. Thank you for having a growth mindset. Thank you for allowing yourself to learn from your struggles and view them as opportunities. Thank you for allowing yourself to learn from your mistakes and know that those perceived failures set you up for success. Thank you for your patience. We did not always get it right, but you allowed us to learn alongside you. Thank you for your commitment to your schools, your communities, to families, to children, to your colleagues and peers, and most importantly, to yourself. Thank you for joining the most important profession in our society, that of an educator. Know that your earning your degree is not the end, but the beginning of an impactful career where you will continue to encourage and inspire others just as you have encouraged and inspired us as your Reach family. It is now my pleasure to allow you to hear words of wisdom from my dear colleague, Dr. Kanako Wong, who serves as Dean of Reach Graduate Studies at Reach Teachers College.
Hello, graduates. It is an incredible honor to celebrate this moment with you today. As the Dean of Graduate Studies at Reach Teachers College, I want to begin by saying congratulations. You have accomplished something truly extraordinary. Our programs are no small feat. You taught during the day, studied at night, and carried the weight of a profession that asks you to not only be educators, but also mentors, counselors, nurses, and advocates. You've done all of this with dedication, compassion, and deep purpose, and now here you are. I see you, and I am so proud of you. As a former Teach for America alum myself, I remember what it felt like to be in your shoes and going through an alternative route to licensure. I only wish I had the level of support and curriculum that Reach provides today. We strive to prepare you, but the truth is, you are the ones who made this happen. You showed up for your students and for yourselves, day after day, through long nights and early mornings. Now, as you hopefully take a moment to rest and recharge this summer, I want to remind you of something important. While society may not always value teachers the way it should, we in education know how meaningful your work is, and more importantly, your students know. Some of the most rewarding moments of my 21-year career have come not from test scores or lesson plans, but from the unexpected. A former student inviting me to their college graduation, a baby shower, a wedding, or sending a random message saying, "You changed my life." That's the legacy you're building, day by day, student by student. Being a teacher is not just a job, it's the most meaningful profession there is. Congratulations again, you made it. You've earned this moment, and the world, especially your students, is better because of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Deans. We are now ready for the most important part of the night, the presentation of the graduates. Our candidate success teams will be reading off the name of attending graduates, starting with our undergraduate programs, the Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Studies. As names are read, please remain on mute, but please feel free to drop reactions, encouragement, comments, and just congratulations in the chat. Candidate success team, take it away.
Sandra Gaona. Cora Clement. Heather Wagnon. Rosa Jr. Sonia. Catherine Trehan. Chalexis Elena Williams. Hannah Joshua. Chelsea Malcolm. Jacqueline Ann LeBlanc. Latirka Wright. Natasha Bolden. Ashley J. Barnett. Donicia Dorsey. Ashlyn Grobert. Michael Owens. Jessica Gordon. Ashley Michelle Angelin. Marcy Babineau Knott. Kearia Miller. Amanda Deanne Sylvia. Anna McCormick. Brooke Lynn Lafferty. Bridget Gums. Lauren Leje. Tequila White. Kimberly Smith. Ranasha Carter. April Marie Harris. Hannah Coughlin. Regan Jones.
Jamaica Hawkins. Tanya Gaines. Ronnie Turner. Kimberly Elizabeth Wicks. Miranda Gregory. Lakeisha Fuller. Morgan Hart. Melanie Mendenhall. Carly Galloway. Taylor Pouchot. Ashley Gathright. Deshelle Devereaux Brown. Linda Basso. Lakia Butler. Venitra Davis. Brandy Christina Murray Hollier. Lori Blanchard. Nakia Markray. Tamika Fredu. Heather Wagnon. Darion Burks. Tiffany Bill. Jamie Chantel Bailey. Melissa Godfrey. Katie Mowry. Mariko A. Rivas. Sarenthia Thornton. Teresa Renee Collier. Patsy Basso. Mary Ellen Marceau.
Bridget Danielle Wallace. LaMonica Hughes. Courtney Ubry. Javonda Harris. Taranza Raquel Richard. Alyssa Carmen Villalobos. Kira Nicole Storms. Jordan Ashley Johnson. Carol Swinney. Zia Calamy. Kayla Trosclair. Chiago Chablis Lasty. Crystal McCaskill. Heather Ann Carter. Christine Morris. Katie Mary Goudet. Sharice King. Elizabeth Piles. Ashley Granger Patton. Brittany Johnson Morris. Haley Stevens Quackenbush. Maricela Villamil. Redding Melton. Megan Christina LaGrange. Tamara Cutbirth. Hannah Lasang. Sarah Whitney Ferreira. Zabriana Faith Daniels. Adelina Gail DeVazier. Leslie Crutchfield.
Melissa Odimon. Cheyenne Ewing. Elonda Williams. Catherine Brown. Charlie Renee Poole. Carla Woods. Olivia Solomon. Angela Croft Marquette. Nicole Bernard, Shonya Lynn Hillman Potter, Ty Fleming, Courtney Addison, Tiffany Stevens, Renee Danielle Rogers, Fabiola Garcia Valentine, Jennifer Marshall, Devin Bryant, Brandon Goodwin, and now for the presentation of graduates for the Bachelor of Arts in Global Education degree.
Thank you so far. Let's take just a quick moment to celebrate those graduates of the Liberal Studies degree. Congratulations. I love seeing all the affirmations in the chat. All right, next up is the Bachelor of Arts in Global Education.
Connie D. Ruin, Brandon Goodwin,
Yeah.
Fadeja Donaldson, Victoria Winfrey, Marlon Pierce, Christy Lynn Poole, Kelsey Fall, Jamie Grogan, Aaron Page Busby, Joanna Jones Beck, Jocelyn Renee Spears, Sonia Brooks, Janelle Mattingly, Erica Petrie, Kimberly K. Austin,
Andrea Thompson, Nelia Philpott, Chrissy Cusick, Carly Jean Adams, Tracy Robertson, Jane Haley, Druanne Murray, Neonda Finney, Crystal Price, Christian King, Teresa Crouch, Sarah Brabham, Deborah Sharp, Julia Lehman, Kenedra Bingham, Tarani Lowe, Ashley Carter, Rebecca Roberts, Kathleen Higginbotham, Brad Davis, Alicia Leanne Rose, Lacey Grice, Cache Thomas, Desmond Jackson, Samantha Prosell, Tanya Ritter, Stormy Harrington, Michelle O'Brien, Curtis Dunham, Lara Waters, Stacy Green, Tawana Michelle Jackson, Sheila Brewer, Danita Darlene Watson, Dana Julian,
Thank you, Success Team. Congratulations to all of the undergraduate graduates of the bachelor degrees in liberal studies and global education from Reach Teachers College. What an accomplishment. You should be very proud. Next, we will go into our graduate school. We have two groups of graduates here as well. The first group is from the Teacher Intern Program. These candidates are receiving their preliminary California teaching credential, and you'll see a note on some of their slides who are also receiving their Masters of Art in Teaching.
Angelica Lapid. Chitra Devi Shiva Raj. Cesar Tamayo. Erica McCoy. Jasmine Wong Keikos. Jennifer Sosa Ramirez. Jaylani Bain Sr. Michael Freeman II.
This next group are from the Teacher Induction Program, receiving their Clear California Teaching Credential.
Dolly Cham. Curtis Lynn. Fabio Ortiz. Josephine Saraspe. Reynaldo Caratao. Tanya Mailangi.
These list of names are graduates who could not attend tonight or did not respond in time to the RSVP, but we want to congratulate all of our graduates tonight. Let's just take a moment to offer congratulations, rounds of applause. You did it. Congratulations. But the night's not over yet. We do have one candidate that one of our success advisors is going to say a few words about.
And now we would like to take a moment to recognize a peer who would have been among us today. Miss Shateria Kennedy. One of her professors said of her, this was a woman who would log into classes with her baby on her laps and would work like a champ. Her spirit was wonderful. In addition to being a candidate at Reach University, Ms. Kennedy shared her love and light with faculty and students at Roy N. Schelling Senior Elementary School in Monroe, Louisiana, as a pre-K para until her passing in April of 2024. She is certainly missed, and we honor her memory today.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Ngozi. At this time, Dean Morgan is going to share some awards of recognition. These candidates do not know they're receiving these awards, so it will be a surprise tonight, and certificates will be emailed. If you have an email other than your Reach email that you'd like them to go to recipients, please drop that in the chat and I'll make sure to get that taken care of. But these awards are based on our core values and Dean Morgan is going to present them tonight.
These awards will be presented to the candidates who exemplify some of our core values. Each university has identified specific values which indicate how we read and learn. The core values that we will recognize our graduates.
Dean Morgan, I'm so sorry, but we're having trouble hearing you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, that is a little better.
Okay, my apologies. I will use my teacher voice, guys. The core values that we would recognize candidates for tonight exemplify reliability, innovation, and collaboration. Reliability refers to the candidate's ability to deliver results. Specifically, we will recognize a candidate who owns their work and the outcomes that result because of the effort they put into their work. They approach all work with accountability. They seek clarity and alignment to ensure that their work results in success. They work in an effort to have positive impact and to ensure that they are able to solve problems and collaborate with others so that problems will be solved. And it is my distinct pleasure to present the Award of Excellence for the core value of reliability to Ms. Tawana Michelle Jackson. And we can give like a virtual hand claps in the chat. The next recognition is for innovation. The core value of innovation will be given to the candidate that exemplifies different ways to learn and grow. This core value is exemplified by the candidate being willing to ask questions, to work independently and collaboratively in an efficient way to be creative in order to get solutions to ensure that those solutions meet goals. And it is my distinct honor to recognize Ms. Teresa Renee Collier as the recipient of the Award of Excellence for the core value of innovation. The next recognition is for the candidate who exemplifies collaboration. This candidate is always willing to work with a peer, to jump in, to be a team player in order to help others be successful. This candidate, now graduate, has always been willing to share ideas and to give credit where it's due. Please join me in recognizing Desmond Jackson for exemplifying the core value of collaboration.
Amazing. Congratulations to all of our special recognitions. Another congratulations to all of our graduates tonight. It is now time to signify your graduation and mark the start of something new. If you have a tassel on tonight, you can move your tassel from the right to the left, and that lets us know and lets the world know that you've done it. You've succeeded in your goals. You are now a college graduate. Congratulations. To close us out tonight, we have some closing remarks from our provost, Dr. Anastasia Wickham.
Good evening, everyone. I am so happy to be here with you all tonight. And I just have to say, first of all, thank you to the families of everyone who is here, who helped them be able to make this happen, because I know from teaching many of you that sometimes it takes the help of friends, family, coworkers to make it happen. You have busy lives. So thank you to everyone who was able to help these now graduates. Thank you to the staff and the faculty at Reach who give above and beyond the call, because they care so much about this work and about all of you. It makes us very happy to be part of this tonight. Thank you to our board, our cabinet, the leaders who are trying to make sure that this education is here and meets you where you need it, because you bring all of yourselves to make this happen. I think tonight, for me, I'll be very brief because the big event is hearing all your names. But I do want to say that tonight for me, the theme is more. So President Joe Ross started the night with that this is more than just a piece of paper. It signifies so much more. I also want you to remember that you are more than maybe you thought you were when you first showed up. As Donicia said, I had the privilege of getting to know her early on in her journey, and many of her classmates, and she would question if they belonged and if they were enough. And now you know you're not enough, you're more than enough. You are more. And remember that whenever you meet your next challenges. Also, your schools are more. They're more because you're there already, and they're going to be even more because you get to step into roles that you weren't accessible to you before. You'll get to be the teachers that the students need. So your schools are more. I can sincerely say that I am more because I've gotten to see this journey, and I've gotten to get to know some of you really well and some of you from afar, but being part of your journey has made me more and my life more fulfilling. We're all more. Reach is more. You all were pretty early in this experiment of Reach University, and you took a chance on us, and you gave your time and your energy. And I know it was very hard at times. I had talks with many of you along the way. If you're thinking about leaving, you have to have a conversation with me first, remember? And many of you honored that, even sometimes a year or two later. So you've made Reach what it is. You have helped us become more. And sometimes people ask me in other universities, they say, but everyone there is working full time and they're really busy. So are they really getting the higher education that we're providing our students in traditional universities? And my answer is simple and it's loud. No, it's more. It's more. So thank you all so much for all you've given, and you have really helped us build the Reach culture that we're so proud of. We are so proud of all of you. And I just want to remind you that if you are graduating tonight, stay on for some pictures. And I think that's everything I was supposed to say, but I'll make sure that Dr. LaBeouf can correct me if I'm wrong.
No, absolutely. That was perfect. That does bring us to the end of our ceremony. We thank each and every one of you for attending. Thank you to those of you who are watching via the live stream. Just so you guys know, we got over 1,750 views on our live stream. So your family and friends showed up for you. Congratulations again. Graduates, please stay on for pictures. We want to commemorate this night for you and with you. Thank you and congratulations again. All right. I stopped the live stream so we can